Hello and welcome to another update video about Ether. So the Ethereum chart is consolidating, seems to be a slow Saturday today after the price reacted yesterday to 2,420 there, the 50% retracement level just below that, but basically good reaction to the 50% retracement. We're currently exploring if the wave 4 is over or not. It's a pattern that we've been observing now for a while. It's a long wave 4, okay, not a particularly deep one. It is deep for a wave 4, but in a diagonal, it's the 50% Fibonacci level is absolutely not expectable, acceptable. Yeah, has to be expected as well. And it's a pattern that also communicated on Twitter, X network. Feel free to follow us there. We do provide content about Elliott Waves there, mindset posts, news, as well as some market updates. Last one was done today, and I highlighted that to indicate that the wave 4 completed. A break above 2,547 is needed, and a break above 2,614 would confirm that further. Those are resistance levels based on Elliott Wave, invalidation points for more bearish scenarios. And at the same time, these swing highs we're going to take a look at, they will also, they will lead to, they will increase probabilities, and they will take out, there are certain bearish cases. I mean, I'm not showing you every potential, but once these levels break, obviously probabilities increase for a more bullish scenario. But feel free to follow us. Just make sure you follow the correct account. We've got a blue check mark. Would never write to you directly on social media. Never. Okay, so if you get any message from a More Crypto Online account, even with our logo, that's not us. Impersonators are out there. We get them banned. They reappear. So just make sure that you just follow the one that is mentioned in the video description. Also, we post stuff about Bitcoin, link, obviously not to the degree that we post in our gold membership, but we've got AVAX, Solana on there. So make sure you follow. Now let's take a look at the Ethereum chart. The overall idea is still that the white count is very much alive. That is a scenario we've been talking about for, well, more than a week now, basically since the price dropped into this range. You can see that the parameters I defined were very much respected. So what do I mean with that? Well, I gave you that support area when the price started to drop. First of all, here the market respected very well the 38.2 retracement level a couple of times. We had good responses. The market rallied into the resistance area, the golden ratio there, reacted to the 61.8 retracement level. Stayed within a so-called ascending wedge pattern, even though not very well defined, and then broke basically down one step lower on the Fib ladder and reacted basically a couple of times now to the 50% retracement level. That's all still expectable. I don't know what's going on. Acceptable within a wave 4 in this scenario. And then one more high would form a 5-wave move, and obviously it would lead to a leading diagonal completed. We call that a wave 1. Then we're dealing with a wave 2 pullback afterwards. Okay, the question is, where should that wave 1 take us? And I think we talked about that yesterday. Based on what I can see right now, we would be able to probably target, I think it's around about 2,780 or something. Yeah, it's the 61.8 extension level will be the next target. Plus, I should always say plus, but that's sort of the minimum expectation here for the price to reach. And then based on that, I mean, a few people asked me, okay, if this 5-wave move up is finished, we should get a pullback. Where could that take us? Where should that land? And it's difficult to say now. We will need to look at the structure then. But we might get back into the same price region again. Okay, so between, let's say, roughly, not even there, let's add that as well, 2,580 and 2,280. So there will be, just roughly to give you an idea, could be very well in line with the current price region. So it wouldn't be another deep retracement. It would just be within the current price range, basically. We could stay in this range for a while. Just note that in a bullish market, first of all, it depends on how high the wave 5 goes. That will influence these retracements. Also, sometimes in a bullish market, we'll see only the 38.2 retracement level triggered, maybe not even in a wave 2, even though likelihood would suggest that we will get to this green box. But we'll see. It's only at the moment a potential. I can't even put that onto the chart. I can only really calculate that. once all these 5 waves are complete. Now, zooming in, it is possible now that this wave 4 is done. It could still, if it needs to, move down to the golden ratio there, 2,360, below that level. However, I assume that the white wave count is dead and the yellow wave count, which can take us to around about $2,200, is very much then in control. Okay, but it's also a bullish scenario. So, you know, they are both, price action is very much corrective. So that's good. That means pullbacks could be seen as opportunities. Yeah, but again, below 2,360, we're morphing into a different scenario, which would indicate that this wave 2, which at the moment presumably bottomed around the 3rd of January, well, it never finished, and we would have to assume it's still in the making. But because of the high B wave in the yellow scenario, 3 waves up, the C wave might never go really below this swing low that formed on the 3rd of January, or even way below the, or even close basically, right? 2,200 is a key level there that we calculated in previous videos. Just something to watch, okay? Yeah, and that's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, as I showed you, and you find the links in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.